So there's a lot of people wondering why I'm not more mentally afflicted and paranoid. And it's something that often comes hand in hand with spiritual awakenings and being on TikTok and spiritual psychosis. Your mind is opened up to possibilities that are greater than what is like visible on this realm. Like if you can see the future, a lot of the times you can see a convergence of multiple quantum timelines, and it's like really hard not to be overcome by that when it first happens. But as it happens more and more, you start to ask yourself better questions about it. For a while I learned to like kind of like hold all the possibilities as potential energies, and I would like try to do a That's So Raven thing where I would like stop them from happening, and they would like fuck up everything. And yeah, and then I'm not gonna and then my best male friend would end up on drugs, and that dumb white bitch would be mad at me for unclear reasons. We all try to work it out together type shit. Didn't really work at all. So what has helped ground me, and it's like there's a certain level of grounding you get to where you're also like, this is ghetto, and you just go to another level of existence. But like when you have a surplus of information, I think of like what my granddad and my mom would talk about, because she's a bit of a conspiracy theorist too, and she would come to my granddad with these grand ancient aliens, unexplained mysteries, and be like, yo, they have this, the aliens are doing blah, da, 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 da. She would go on and panic to my grandfather, and he would say, okay, so now what? Like if all that's true, what does it change? And when you release the responsibility of fixing everything that could ever go wrong in every possible timeline, and you start to think about how it affects you on a day-to-day level, you start to realize, like, you know, there's not a lot you can control, and you just gotta keep on living anyway. And even if you do know some like ground-shattering, earth-breaking, like unbelievable truths, what the fuck does that change? How does that affect my life? Unless I start doing shit with it, you know what I mean? And so when I see, it's really changed how I've like interacted with tarot readings that I receive. I do like to remain open to possibilities, especially like when they resonate with my intuition. But just because I know something to be true doesn't, like, the anxiety that can come from like knowing that you're being stalked, or knowing that someone has ulterior motives, or like, you know, just regular anxieties, right? What the fuck am I about to do about it in the moment? You know? And so kind of releasing the desire for control has allowed me a lot of peace, even in the face of like a lot of harsh truths. And I hope that like perspective might be able to help some other people here who might be like experiencing spiritual psychosis. Because yeah, there's a healthy way to hold on to all of that knowledge and to keep yourself safe. But after a certain point, none of it really fucking matters, you know? So know it, but then remember what you got to do on a regular basis, and, you know, keep taking care of yourself. And that'll allow you to be ready when and if those things that have been predicted to you appear in your physical reality. We thought that was helpful. I offer Reiki attunement and membership. Sorry, I had an intrusive thought. I'm not going to say that one out loud. It'll get me in trouble. I have other videos on YouTube, on TikTok. You can purchase a tarot reading from me in my Ko-fi store. Or if this was helpful, you can always donate using one of the links in the card that's in my bio or beneath this video on YouTube. Thank you so much for sticking with me, kid. Don't lose your mind all the way.